Hi all, welcome back to Archive, and this is Raghavi here, and I have here with me my August TBR. Let's get started. I am actually not someone who sticks on to TBR, but I've been giving it a try nevertheless. So this month I have built a strategy so that more readers like me can hopefully stick to the TBR. And the strategy that I am going to follow this month is that I'm going to pick two books from every genre of my preference, so that whenever I feel like, I want to read a mystery, so I have my books up right up my alley, and I can just pick it up instead of wandering around and getting lost and losing track of my TBR. So I have my favorite genres based on my previous month's reading and my current mood. I have picked up two contemporary fictions and two mystery slash thriller. You know, both are fine for me. I have two fantasies. So these are the genres that I'm currently interested in. So these are the books that we are going to be going through. And I also have some author mail copies that I have, which I have to review this month. So I will also go through those books. So let's get started and dive into the category one by one. The first category that we will be discussing today is contemporary fiction. I chose this particular genre because if you saw my July reading wrap, you would know that I read a lot of contemporary fiction. Like my whole July read was contemporary fiction. I will link my July reading wrap in the description below or somewhere here above. I'm not still very familiarized with the YouTube culture, so I will link it somewhere and you'll find it. You'll watch it because I had some amazing reads last month and I really wish you find them too. I have two books from this genre, and both of these books are Japanese author because I'm also discovering Japanese literature. I read one book last month and I don't know, I kind of liked it. And Japanese literature is kind of the trend right now, and I want to know what the hype is all about. So, the first book that I have here with me is The Convenience Store by the Sea by Sonoko Machida. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I am terrible at pronouncing author names, so please apologize if I'm saying anything wrong. So, this book, first of all, before we go into any of the recommendations or my TBR pile, I am heavily influenced by book covers. I am not someone who believes in do not judge a book. I mean, I do believe in do not judge a book by its cover, because do not judge a book by its cover. But I'm someone who is highly drawn to covers. I mean, it's the first thing you notice when you buy a book, right? Please don't get me wrong. So the cover art was amazing, and I just wanted to pick it up and know what's happening there. It's a book about obviously a convenience store. So it is a local treasure known for its warm atmosphere, handsome manager, and eccentric customers. Operating under the motto caring for people, caring for you. The store and its staff offer heartfelt advice alongside delicious food. Okay, I think I'm going to be like getting a lot of food cravings while reading this book. So the next book I have here is The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop by Takuya Asakura. This again had a beautiful cover. So this book features a magical bookstore that appears during spring to offer solace, coffee, and magical stories to burdened souls. So that's interesting. The story focuses on four individuals, including a grieving artist, a retired train driver, who finds healing for their past regrets with the help of a mysterious shop owner, Sakura, and her cat. Ooh, has a cat in it. Like it. So these are the two contemporary fictions that I have in my mind for this month's TBR. So moving on to fantasy. Honestly, it's been so long since I read a fantasy book, so I was kind of craving for something out of the world, not hooked to reality. So I have two books again. The first book is The Daughter of Moon Goddess, and it is by Su Lin Tan, who is a Malaysian author. This is actually a duology, and I am going to read the first book of it this month to check the waters. So, this is a thick book, it's 512 pages. So in this book, we follow Xin Ying, who, as the title hints, is the daughter of the moon goddess. She had a very content life, except for she didn't have any friends. Lives in a palace, and her mother is the moon goddess. She is in the celestial kingdom, which is an immortal god's kingdom kind of thing, and the earth is the mortal realm and all sort of things. So she one day accidentally discovers that her father is the greatest archer and was immortal, and that her mother stole his elixir to become immortal and turned into a moon goddess who is actually being held prisoner by the celestial kingdom, and that no one in the kingdom knows of her existence. That's it, guys. I was hooked and I just wanted to read it. I don't know if I like it or not, but I think I'm gonna like it. I have a great feeling that I'm gonna like it. So the next fantasy book that I have in mind is book three of Hunger Games. Guys, I have a habit of not reading a series completely at one stretch because I don't know, I just don't like reading something in one stretch. I am not a sit at once, complete the entire series girl. So I take big breaks between series. I read Hunger Games Part 1 in COVID times, like 2019 or something. And Part 2, I read at the beginning of this year. I also have a shorts describing what the Hunger Games is about. I will link that down below so that you can get the gist of the story if you have not heard of it. And I decided it's time to pick up part 3 because I so badly want to finish the entire series before the movie adaptation of the recent edition part comes out. I don't know exactly when it comes out. I'm going to put the date somewhere around here because I'm not well researched. Sorry y'all. So that is the second fantasy book that I have in mind. So moving on to the next genre, mystery slash thriller. This is a genre that I've been hooked for the past 2 years and I've been enjoying it, absolutely devouring it. So I'm really excited for these two reads. And the first book that I have in this genre is Nine Lives by Catherine Stedman. I'm going to read you all the blurb so you can get what I'm getting into. This was a recent release actually. So, so this is a fast-paced thriller, and the book blurb had like, "These are your neighbors, and one is a killer." I was sold there. Following a divorce, Frankie moves into an exclusive London neighborhood with her cat. Ooh, another book with a cat in it. And the cat's name is Blue, you all. Wow, such a cool name, right? I don't know. I like name when people give character names with that's like Blue, April, Autumn, Summer. It's cool. I love it. So they are seeking a fresh start. Okay. However, her new life is disrupted when Blue returns with "Help Me" sign scratched on his collar. Ooh. So, to uncover the truth, Frankie uses a cat cam to spy on her neighbors, discovering a terrifying secret that places her in danger. Okay, so this is the blurb. I don't understand why the book was named Nine Lives though. Like why are there nine people involved in the murder? I'm intrigued. So the next book I have in the thriller slash mystery category is Esther Year by Caro Clary Berkeley. I have this book in my TBR out of pure curiosity because Bookstagram is so full of this book, and half of the population has good opinions about it and half has very bad opinions about it, and I really want to know what it's all about and find out if I liked it or not. I'm going to read the blurb for you all. My name was Natalie Hiller Mills. Was. Okay. I was perfect at being alive. Okay, another thriller that involves murder? Natalie curates perfect traditional lifestyle for her 8 million followers. We are following an influencer, okay? Masking the reality of her produced high tech life. Okay. The illusion shatters when she wakes up in a harsh, rustic reality that mimics the pioneer life she once faked, prompting a desperate fight for escape. Okay, so this is not a murder mystery. I think it has a timeline, like she's stuck in past or something. I did get a hint of that. Stay tuned for the review of Esther. I don't know if you are eager, but I am eagerly waiting to know if I like it or not because of the mixed opinion. So next one is something from my physical TBR because I have been greatly ignoring my physical TBR, and it's the pile is taller than me. So we're gonna do something about it. I'm picking one book from my physical TBR, and it's going to be mystery again. And it's actually this book, Thursday Murder Club. This is a book that I picked up but later DNF'd because I am so terrible at completing my physical books. This is a curse upon me, guys. I think I'm bewitched. The beef between me and my physical books is real. So, the Thursday Murder Club, I'm going to read you the blurb again. Four unlikely friends, a shocking murder. Welcome to Thursday Murder Club. In a peaceful retirement village, four unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. But when a brutal killing takes place on their very doorstep, ooh, yet again a murder. Ooh, am I? Do I sound psychotic? I sound psychotic, right? But I'm not. Trust me. It's just something about murder mysteries that is exciting. You know, the path they travel. I'm into detective stories, so I am not psychotic. That's helping. But when a brutal killing takes place on their very doorstep, the Thursday Murder Club finds themselves in the middle of their first live case. Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron might be pushing 80. Okay, they are old, but they still have a few tricks up their sleeves. Can an unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? I too am invested. So I hopefully finish this book this time. It was a really long time, so I don't know where I left, and I don't remember anything I read. So I'm going to be reading it from the beginning. This is like a completely new read for me. So the next pile that we will be discussing is my PR packages that I received this month. So I got two books from authors, and one is Heartbreak Detox by Jayadeep Knott. So yet again, such a beautiful cover. Nice. Let's find out. If you if you have ever fallen for someone who gave you the bare minimum, welcome to the club. Girl, I want your place at the club because I am someone who falls for bare minimum. I am Ria, the girl who could turn a hay into wedding bells. So relatable again. A small kindness into destiny and the wrong man into main character they never apply to be. But when the breakup hits, it shakes more than just my heart. It forces me to meet the parts of myself I keep running from and to question the stories I've been writing in the name of love. So eventually, even I have to stop and ask myself, if every disaster feels familiar, am I choosing love or just the same story in a nicer packaging? Damn. I think it's going to be a self discovery book. A fiction with a hidden self discovery message in it. Okay, I'm excited to read it. Another book that is on the way that I'm super excited to read is Where Memories Sleep in Teacup by Harshita Belwal. So I'm going to read the blurb of this book too. Anu's decision to leave her grandfather, Nanu, in Dehardan, it's a place, I know that, but I don't know the pronunciation of it, sorry, to pursue an independent life in Delhi triggers a chain of events that forces her to question her identity. Following the discovery of an unsigned letter from her father and a mysterious locked box. Ooh. She must confront the man who raised her, unaware of the dangerous secrets buried in her past. Okay, so the cover art gave me it's going to be something contemporary fiction, like warm contemporary fiction vibe, and I thought it's going to be a relationship between the granddaughter and the grandfather. But I think it has some mystery elements to it. I am excited to read this to find out what happens. I saw a lot of great reviews about this book, so I think I'm gonna love it. And with that, we are wrapping up the August TBR. I hope I stick on to it. I hope you found good books that you might put in your TBR as well. So let me know about your TBR pile in the comments below and help me discover new books. So see you all in another bookish video. Until then, bye.